think, let me do an acid test. Louis Philippe, Van Heusen, Alan Solly, Peter England, men wear, women wear. All those who are wearing my, by the way, any which way I win, I'll tell you later. All those who are wearing a garment from any of these 4 brands, please raise your hands. Not enough, so there's a huge potential. Point number 1. I think during this journey of building these brands, which were product brands into lifestyle brands, wholesale to retail, getting the architecture right, getting the whole journey into romancing the customer. There were 2-3 instances in my experience which I thought I should share with you. I was once in US and I was going to solicit the distribution of an international brand from one of the largest corporations there who have 1/3 of the share of the US shirt market. And I was with the CEO, and then he says, "What are your credentials?" So this was many years ago. And I said, "By the way, this is what we do," and I was showing him what you have. He says, "These are labels, they are not brands." So I said, "Okay, but you need to be courteous in somebody else's land." So I said, "Okay, yeah, I agree with you, and why don't you come across and visit India sometime?" So, and the guys, then he came after 2 years, he visited. He says, "Vikram, I take back what you said. You guys are really ahead across brand architecture, retail, design, the whole works, your father." The another experience was with the CEO of International Licensing of Polo Ralph Lauren Corporation, and he says, "Look, this was again a few years ago when we were looking at possible association, and I went, and then he says, we gave him a business plan, gave him everything, and he said, 'Look, you spend, what is all this?' He says, 'Polo Ralph Lauren spends all its money in romancing the customer.'" So I said, "What do you mean romancing the customer?" And then he said, exactly, he took me through how it goes about it, whether it's the campaign, whether it's retail, whether it's in-store, whether it's merchandise. And I came back and I told the CEO of Madura Garments, I said, "Look, I want 3 RTC stores." "What do you mean? One for Louis Philippe, one for Van Heusen, and one for Alan Solly." I said, "What do you mean RTC?" So I said, "Romancing the customer stores." I said, "Get onto the get onto the planning board and let me see." It took us 7 months of planning to get a store each, but that's where the journey began. And the last comment was from a CEO of Liz Claiborne years ago. He says, "Vikram, nobody needs one more shirt, but you need to sell, and you need to sell more of them." Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Dr. Raju.